Hello everyone, welcome to the Pequeno pod with Señor Pequeños, the most unrelaxed, relaxed comedy. With a new intro, 2.0 logo, fresh episodes every 2 weeks, and new guests. Please consider supporting us on Patreon, as it's the only way we've been able to successfully or unsuccessfully make these so far. Depending on the tier you pick, starting at 5 old buckaroonies a month, you can get in on our Discord, get a podcast t-shirt, get an exclusive podcast print, get on our monthly Jackbox game calls, make us read a note from you live on every episode, early access to episodes, extended 3-hour cuts, raw Zoom files, and more. Again, that's patreon.com/PequeñoPod, PEQUENO pod. Otherwise, rate us 5 stars on your app so we can read your review, answer our polls and questions on Spotify for each release, enjoy this free episode, and have a terrible day. Ooh, Finn's note is long. Please read in your sexy, fancy, schmancy intro voice. Okay, hold on, I gotta prepare for the intro voice. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Pequeno pod with Mr. Smalls, the most relaxed, unrelaxed comedy. With an old intro... with a... Shut up. Okay. With an old intro, no logo, unfresh rotting episodes, released every fuck you... Unfresh rotting episodes released every fuck you and no guests. Please consider supporting us on the Patreon, you dirty freeloaders, as it is the only way we have been able to successfully or unsuccessfully upload us talking about farts and cum for 2 hours straight so far. Depending on the tier you pick, starting at 5 whole buckaroonies a month, you can get in on our Discord server, get Lively doing blackface on a t-shirt, get an exclusive podcast print of Nick's hole. Get in on our monthly jack-off game calls, make us read some fucked up manifesto live on every episode, early access to episodes, extended 3-hour cuts, raw Zoom files, and more. Again, that's patreon.com/PequeñoPod, PENIS pod. Otherwise, rate us no stars on those other shit apps so we don't read your review, and answer intrusive questions and polls on Spotify for each release. Enjoy this week's free episode and have a lovely day.
Evil Señor Pequeños be like.
I got tagged by the Quinn app on my voice, and they were like, do you want to join the Quinn app? And I'm like, pay me, please. And then never heard anything back from them. So, Quinn app, if you're listening to this, you teased me, you know? I don't like that. I get you're the sex app, but, yeah, don't do that. Anyway, now I'm just going to go eat a grilled cheese, and I'll be right back.
You're fine. How many active Patreon members do we have, roughly? Under 20.
Good question, because I just made the spinning wheel to decide the Xbox. It took me too long, so anyway, I've got that down. I'm not making it again.
I'll do it.
I literally am offering to give people $300 and people wouldn't sign up. That's how much they hate us. So I don't think giving them another week is going to do anything. It looks ridiculous. Can you see it?
Dear Lord.
All right, so I've shuffled it. So basically the reason this is so big is because we said, like, if you were new, like $5 was 1, $10 was 2, 15 was 4, and so on. And if you were already a Patreon, those were doubled. So, you know, if you were one of our first Patreons at $15, that's 8 entries, right? So it got a little busy, but anyway... It's like 500 long.
This wheel is sponsored by AMC Plus, by the way.
Start your free trial today to get Discovery of Witches. Interview Mayfair Witches.
None of these look good. Anyway.
Interview with a Vampire. I bet that's interesting. So what are your qualifications? Oh, okay. You can be manager of the McDonald's.
By the way, take your order.
Oh, fuck me. I want to kill myself. 1 bullet. 2
you want
bullets.
Fries with that?
Ooh, Toya and... Okay, anyway, click the spin.
All right, moment of truth.
Here we go, moment of truth. I'm hoping it's no one that we actually know personally, because that will look bad. Oh man, this wheel is spinning so fast it's giving me a stroke.
Dylan!
Nice. Dylan's 6. I decided the easiest way to keep... There are 5 that are dead. This is the 6th.
This is the 6th Dylan, yeah.
Yeah, it was the easiest way for me to count entries, since there should have been like an option on here that was like, how many of these do you want? No, you had to type them all separate. Nope. So you can see in here, like at some point my typing gets so bad because I'm typing so fast, I like give up. It's like Mega 1, Mega 2, Meg 3, M4, M5, M6. Nice. Woo! All right. Dylan wins the Xbox. I'll ask him if he wants. Actually, I should probably write down a few in a row. That way, if people don't want it or something, I don't have to fucking type this shit again.
Number 2, the follow-up.
Okay, well, we're not doing him because he doesn't need an Xbox. Sorry. I know that he shouldn't have one. He's starting college next semester. I'm just going to... I'm definitely not related to him at all. I'm just making a decision for someone. Next! Hey!
Oh!
Nice.
7.
The Australian. Sorry.
Dude.
What?
The most expensive giveaway, $400 to ship it out there.
Oh, no. Oh, I should just buy him an Xbox in Australia then, honestly. Damn. I go to that same FedEx with a giant-ass box. He's like, what is it this time? I'm like, air. Hay. It's hay. You know what they give horses? It's that.
It's my rock collection.
Oh, no. Not the eagle skull flame. Thanks, guys.
You spent an hour typing that for 30 seconds.
Let's spin it again just for fun.
Let's spin it until it's all gone.
3 hours. That's the Patreon episode. Just... Oh, it's Sylvan's 8. Oh. So congrats, Dylan, if you won it.
If not.
If not, fuck you, I guess. So... We haven't had an Apple review in October yet. Please, someone review us on Apple for October.
We fell off, dude. It's the 20th.
So bad. You don't even know. Please. After 9/11, it was all down from there. Why am I so dizzy? That's not good.
I don't know, maybe the giant spinning wheel. With every epileptic-inducing color.
It could have been the colonoscopy I had yesterday.
How'd it go?
It wasn't yesterday, but yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain can only comprehend a limited number of things here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the spooky episode of the podcast.
Will Daniel pass out?
Daniel's ass leak. We'll find out.
Oh my gosh, did I send you?
Oh no.
I should actually read my report on... Should I read my chart for this podcast? Daniel reads proprietary information. Well, not proprietary.
What's your social, dude?
What's not personal, I guess. I don't... Colonoscopy TM.
More like TMI. Sorry.
I've noticed I've started adapting Lively's laugh.
We miss her that much.
Yeah, I miss Lively. Oh, yeah, for everyone that's DMing me and commenting, asking where she is and if I killed her, no, okay? But if she does die, that's not on me. So, but she is sick, and we also haven't gotten a hold of her. Those are two things that exist at the same time. So
we didn't kick her off. We've managed to reach out.
We did not fire her. We've tried, believe me. I've tried. Anyway, so on my my chart, on my chart, it said the mucosa of the entire colon and rectum was intact and glistening. So for everyone that asked for a colonoscopy update, that's that for you guys. You're welcome.
You have a glistening asshole.
I like how the doctor was like, "Oh man, glistening. Type that down. Send it to him so that he knows that I know it's shiny."
Compliments to the chef.
I know he didn't look that hard because, I don't know, I wasn't shaved that much, so...
Alright, dude.
Glistening's a bit... Sorry. Alright, it's just rancid today. Anyway, the first Spotify comment on our recent episode is Twink. Which one is that towards? I don't know. Next one, Jeremy Wade catches your mom at 3 a.m. Gigantic fish on. Anyway. Whoa, crazy Inscription mention. Love the Silly Goofy podcast. Yeah, we had Kevin on, who is part of Inscription. Next one, Daniel, please let Lively out of the cage in your basement. I miss her. All right. Yeah, well, no. Next one from the Cheshire Man. Oh, God, I fucking busted. Yes, I'm busting. Oh.
Hey,
man.
Siri. I think you just...
Yeah, I don't know enough about memes or anything to know when that came about. All I know is that like 2 days ago, someone sent me the Donald Duck AI reading that, where he's like, I can't do Donald Duck, but he's like, I can't do it, but he's saying those lines. Can you do it, Nick?
I cannot. I used to be able to in middle school. I have not done that since.
Next one says, this show calms me while playing Baldur's Gate and Call of Duty. Oh, that's nice. So that when you're shooting innocent people on your games, you're like, oh.
Lose your rage.
Next one is, this show calms my autism. All right. Juliana has probably died in her home from wasp-based causes. Either that or vomiting her organs out. 10 out of 10 podcast needs more wasps. Next one from Dragon the Hero. I am now convinced that Juliana succumbed to the wasps, and that's why you've had guests 3 times in a row. Actually, it was 4 times. Dumbass.
What, canceled? Stupid.
Stupid. What is that? I don't know. The symphony of the wretched grows ever louder, causing the maw of oblivion to consume all in its wake. But seriously, love the podcast. Oh,
all right.
You need to watch America, the motion picture is the next one. Someone else with microphone issues. Wow, keeping Juliana here in spirit.
Amen.
I'm a little lightheaded. I listened to your podcast while driving to therapy, specifically therapy for my autism. I think the emergency alert test doubled my autism or something. I just feel more powerful now. Nice. Congrats on that.
It's working.
Yeah, I thought people were memeing that. I guess that happened since the last time we had an episode, but literally...
People's autism got stronger?
Well, I thought people were joking, like, oh, we're all going to be zombies, and I was like, not that funny, but all right. And no, that was just actual news stories. Like, actual conservative circles were like, they're going to turn us all into liberal gay zombies. What?
That's the woke coming through us.
That's why I married my husband before the alarm went off. They're not going to tell me what to do.
Before that 5G came out, I craved chili dogs. Now I hate them. It's because I'm woke.
Before the alarm, I shit myself. After the alarm, I didn't. Coincidence?
I don't even feel it come out.
I miss my soiled drawers. Thanks a lot, Biden.
Used to be warm.
Used to be warm when I sat down. Now, I don't know where I am.
Now I don't wear pants.
Oh, man. Ben Shapiro, before the alarm, my sister's boobs were bigger, and after, they're smaller, so thanks a lot.
I'm not as crazy about them.
Now I think I'm gay. Thanks a lot, Biden. Anyway, yeah, so a few people have sent me DMs that are like, whenever Ben Shapiro shows up, I think of you guys now. And I'm like, I hope you mean because of the times we've made fun of him. And not like, you guys remind me of that fucking idiot. You guys remind me of that guy that hated the Barbie movie. Yeah. Oh, this next one says, while Nick's laugh is really cute, Daniel's laugh sounds like a goat who just did a fat line of coke.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway. Stupid.
Anyway. Stephen King Mambo number 5 is the next one. Little bit of isn't that song?
Stephen!
Stephen! Let go of her, Stephen! Let go of her, please! Just making aliens.
Hold on, honey, I'm making kids fuck.
Meat Canyon animation. Let go of me, I'm writing about kid porn. Next one. I'm starting to think that Julianna is actually deader than my soul. Where's Julianna? And, start Batman impression. Where's Julianna? And Batman. I'm starting to wonder if she's dabbing in her grave now. Ha ha ha. But I hope she's not dead or else this would be really awkward.
A couple hours ago, she was alive. No, don't
As
shrug
of
your
the
shoulders.
racist meme we received from her 2 hours ago. She's very much alive and still racist. The next one. Ladies and gents, I have some wisdom to give to all who will listen. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, but teach a man to feed a fish, and round we go. Canadians will get it. Yeah, because they're stupid. Just kidding. And the poll we had for that episode was, which one? And with 75%, Chris Cumbus won the poll. Number 2 with 16%, Dick Columbus. And the last one, Christopher Robin Columbus, 8%. Where's my vertigo meds? In the giant horse tranquilizer pill bottle.
There's one pill in there.
It's just a note that says, go fuck yourself. I'm like,
oh, I feel better.
Whoa, what's to say? Oh, yeah, no, this wasn't even a thing. But I got an email from Spotify that was like, join our masterclass to figure out how you can grow your audience. And like originally when we started these things, I was really interested in those. Like, oh, cool. Like, I, of course, want to learn what we can do better.
Yeah.
And it's always, like, I've been to a couple now, and it's always just the most worthless advice from someone that sold their soul a long time ago. It's like, have you tried posting a video? You're like,
no.
Oh, good point.
Oh,
have you tried posting your podcast?
That's why I'm not growing? Oh, dude. That's on me.
I
I'm
should have
sorry.
thought of that. I'm sitting here looking at 950 episodes of unpublished podcasts, wondering why it didn't grow. So dumb.
He finishes up and just stores them on a computer. Oh well.
My 25 terabyte storage of podcast episodes, all for me.
I hope someone asks me about them so I can give them all 25 terabytes.
I don't post it online. I mail people a 25 terabyte hard drive.
And then
provide
form.
And then provide the passkey for it in cut out newspaper strips. Yeah,
when people ask for podcast recommendations. Boy, is it my time to shine.
Hopefully I don't give them my 50 terabyte hard drive of Joe Rogan.
The better podcast.
The best podcast about a horse tranquilizer. This side of the Mississippi. Dude, I honestly don't know where the real clips of him end and the AI ones start. But I was 2 minutes into one before I realized.
If he's playing Minecraft with Biden, I think it's safe to say it's fake. Don't worry.
I was like a minute and a half into one before I realized it was fake because it had like him moving, the lips moving, the voice, like it had everything.
And then there was an alien. And I paused.
And then I thought, that better not be real.
I hope they don't look like that.
That would be boring. I'm not racist or anything, but I'm racist against that alien. He looks something.
He doesn't look cool.
He looks like someone that would take my job. What do you mean by that, Bill? Nothing. Yeah, anyway, those masterclass things are not helpful. It's always like, have you tried either doing that or paying us to do it for you? And
so they're just pushing promotion, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what everyone's doing. TikTok
cough,
now,
TikTok,
you can attach things that are in the video as like a shop link, you know? So it's just regular people in their room making a video like always, but it's like, you want to buy that dumbass flag that's in the background? $5 on eBay. Like, I don't want the Confederate flag, thank you, but...
It's on your For You page, and you're like...
Where do I get that? I have never, ever watched a video from anybody and thought, how can I buy that in the background? Like, that's never been a thing I've ever wanted. So like that's a thing that's going on. What else?
I don't know, but in the past like recent, I want to say like month or 2 months, every time I go on TikTok, it's like 5 shop ads. And then it'll be like an actual video. It's
and then one person with 500,000 likes that says, "Stop the TikTok shop ads," and then it's back to TikTok shop ads. So it's that, or TikTok like is literally, for me, I've shown you screenshots of this 5 times. I don't know who else to tell about this. They will put my own video on my own For You page with a link that says, "Do you want to pay us to put it on the For You page? This is what it'll look like to other people if you pay us." Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Whoa.
That didn't work. And so, as if they thought I'm going to pay them anything at this point, the next step they've taken is, before there was just copyright strikes. Like if you, I don't know, put a bag over your head, you get taken down because like kids shouldn't do that.
So we're making shows about cutting sand. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, dear God, those Snapchat highlights, those fucking covers are like, "Does this child survive the punch?" You're like, huh? What are you talking about, dude?
I've been compiling like my favorites over the past like 3 years.
That's a great idea.
But there was one where it was like meth gators. And that was it, nothing else. I was like, whoa. And then like 2 weeks later, it's like, forget meth gators. We got meth. I think it was like snakes or something. And I'm like, what is going on?
Meth snakes?
I don't know, dude. I have them screenshot.
Oh, these motherfucking meth snakes on this motherfucking plane.
The meth plane.
So with TikTok is the shop ads, and then there was the purposely like pulling my videos down and being like, "You want to pay us? We'll put them back up." And I was like,
that's
no.
actually awful.
Well, I thought that was bad, but at least those videos had, I cannot believe I'm even saying this, at least those videos had 2,000 views. I have 440,000 followers. At least, and if I thought that was bad, I posted a video yesterday and I discovered something new that they're doing, which is it's not community guidelines strike, it is For You page strikes. And they take those videos down for, quote, unoriginal, low quality, and QR coded content. Which is the biggest insult I have ever received. They were like, "This is unoriginal and low quality. We removed it from anyone ever being able to see it unless they manually click your profile."
They check your profile. That's insane.
440,000 followers. I've been on here 3 years now. And my video yesterday has 100 views. And the rest of my For You page, literally, there's this person I get on my For You page all the time. I don't want to unfollow them because I like them, but I do not want to see every single fucking video they make. They make 8 videos a day. Each one has like 20,000 likes, and each of them has like 8 shares. What do you think that means? That means not that many people actually want to see it if it's getting 8 shares. I have videos, I'm not even shitting you. I had that video yesterday. 1,300 views, and it had 25 shares. That one video had more than triple the amount of shares on a video that had 100K views. It's so broken. I don't know what to do anymore.
Still,
I'm not one of those people that thinks that you should, like, there are some people out there that are like, "I have this many followers, that means I should get this many views." I'm like, no, but I should get more than 30. You know what I mean? This is a crazy balance that they've done. I wonder what it was. Maybe it was that, Nazi Germany post I did, So I don't know. It's been kind of crazy. But enough complaining about me, because this isn't funny. So, yeah, this isn't funny. Everyone's like, okay, quit complaining about you. Anyway, to my colonoscopy. So, to go into immediately about complaining about me. Yeah, so for everyone asking, thank you for all the well wishes and stuff. The colonoscopy went well. I mean, as well as it can go. Part of the mixture you have to drink is the morning of. And I know I wasn't shitting in the car all the way there, so I don't know what I did last time. But this time, my dad and I were, I guess, until I got there, "Where's your bathroom?" But so this time, my dad and I split a hotel room like 2 blocks away from the doctor's office. I have never been more relaxed. Like, it's fall weather. We just sat in the hotel room watching movies and shitting.
No pants on.
But watching movies. And then the next morning, like, I only had to get up at 5 and start the rest of the mixture. And then we just walked over at 10 o'clock and it got started. So that was That was so much better than what we did last time. I was so much less nervous. But yeah, and for a lot of people, I posted a video that was making fun of the colonoscopy prep. And a lot of people, because that target audience is 50 and above, a lot of people were like, yeah, the mixture they make you take is horrible. Because it used to be, there's a prescription stuff that like violently wipes you out. Well, they changed that a few years ago, probably because people fucking inverted their colons with it.
Yeah, the colon is in the toilet, they're just putting it back.
Stuffing it back in. I don't need a colonoscopy. I can see it right here. Here's the cancer.
I think it looks fine.
Ugh. It's like Saw. You're just like... Anyway. But so now they've changed it over the last few years, and it's... Miralax has been around for forever, so I don't know why they just discussed... Hey, guys, did you know this? Miralax can make you poop.
This one's actually safer.
Yeah, so literally the prep for this is 8 ounces of Miralax powder. So put that in your head. 8 ounces... half a pound of powder. You mix it in 64 ounces of Gatorade, split it in half, drink half the night before and half the morning of. So you do shit a lot.
Yeah.
But it's not violent. You don't feel like horrible compared to the other stuff.
It's not that violent.
From poof, now it's more like so it's a lot better. Instead of fire.
You're not flying off the toilet.
Yeah. So it was a lot better. I wouldn't say it's not good, but it's a lot better than it was before. So, that the prep was okay, and then went over there to get started. And the IV is the part I get the most nervous about because you can't drink for like many hours before you start, and getting your IV kind of depends on how hydrated you are. Mm-hmm. So thankfully she got it on the first try because I've got really bad rolling veins. So that was good. I kind of probably stressed her out. I always like tell people ahead of time. I'm like, hey, I've got really bad rolling veins. Just giving you a heads up so that you focus more, you dumb idiot. But like,
also, I'll die if you miss this.
Basically, what I told her. She was like, oh, okay,
never mind.
But she runs outside screaming. But she got me on the first try. But because I was so dehydrated, I already was starting to pass out. Like I can feel the symptoms for it ahead of time. Like your head feels like it's basically draining of blood, everything's going numb. And I'm like, hey, I'm about to pass out. Sorry. And so she grabs me.
Apologizing?
I always apologize. I feel bad. Because I don't know. It seems annoying. I don't know. You don't have this kid. You're just
man, I just got shot and I'm bleeding everywhere. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It seems polite.
You can't help it, dude. It's fine. That's what you're there for, dude. They're nurses. You don't have to...
Anyway. So as I'm slugging off my chair, she's putting up ice packs behind my head and on my forehead. And thankfully, we prevented it ahead of time. Like, we headed it off ahead of time, so I didn't pass out, but it took me, 30 minutes to get, adjusted again.
Yeah.
And so then they're going to start the stuff. So they wheel me into the other room to start the colonoscopy part.
All right, kids, spread them.
And I just pictured it being a larger room, but it felt like a hall closet. I was like, you're not my doctor.
It's in the waiting room.
Wait, where am I? Who are you? I walked in.
Go ahead, kid.
And the two people, so there's my specialist, my doctor. We went to this location because he's the one actually doing the colonoscopy, which is what I wanted. Because he's so handsome. No, but...
How you doing, kid?
Does the handshake slap thing. How you doing, buddy? All right, I'm going to get up in there.
I don't need gloves.
Ready to get fisted? So we go into this room, and it's literally like your room. It's dark except for the monitor of the computers lighting it up. I'm like, are you going to be able to see my ass? And there's two people in there.
He has a miner hat on with, the headlight.
Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
And your ass we go.
Why is he 3 foot tall? That's racist or something. Anyway, sit down. So I walk in there with I don't walk in there. I'm getting wheeled in there, right? Because I'm on a fucking gurney. And there's two people in there waiting for us. They're both anesthesiologists. One is the oldest person I've ever seen. And they had a mask on and the other like plastic thing over, but you could just tell they were the oldest motherfucker ever. They were like, oh, the women can vote now, huh? Like, anyway, so it was this old ass person. The other person was like, the other person I swear I've seen on my For You page is one of those TikTok models that does one of those thirst traps as a doctor. Those really disturbing thirst traps, you know what I mean? Like, not on my For You page, but I mean, like, the ones that you stitch and make fun of. Yeah, the one where it's like, you know, they're like, oh, you comfortable? And then it, like, switches to them naked, and you're like, no!
Oh, no.
And so
that's out again, I'm sorry.
So that's the other anesthesiologist. He's this big, giant, buff guy, and he's like, my name's Clay. I'm going to be assisting today with my giant cock. Huh? So that was
I'm going to be doing a couple TikToks in front of you. I hope that's okay.
In 3 weeks, I see a video of me tube in my throat. I got a new life. I saw the signs and it opened up my eyes. I'm flatlining in the background. What's the song that goes with flatlining? I don't know. I wish I could think of music puns. You're the music guy. Think of something.
Mambo number 5. That's possibly like the worst song to die to. A little bit of...
Stephen King's like, I could cheat on my wife to this song. Stephen.
Thank you, Lou Bega.
Shoves another kilo of coke in his nose. Ugh. So I lay down, and they haven't started the actual anesthesia yet. I'm hooked up to the saline, right? And she lies to me. She's like, we're not going to start the anesthesia till your specialist gets in the room. And then I kind of see her do something, and I'm very sensitive to when drugs are in my system, so I can feel immediately. I'm like, oh, you hooked in the anesthesia. She's like, oh, wow, you're really sensitive to drugs. And I was like, like he's not in here yet. I grabbed that old ass shitbag by the throat. I'm like,
I was gonna say you reach out and just grab him and throw him on the ground.
From their point of view in their little glass mirror thing, I'm like,
you start crawling on the walls.
I start levitating like Exorcist. Just
What happened? They gave him anesthesia. I don't know.
I start reciting secrets from their past.
You had an affair. What?
Do you know what she did, your cunting daughter? I was like, I'm 95. My daughter is 70. I just love this conversation we've built up where she goes, I'm not gonna... Where she goes, I'm not going to start till your doctor gets in. And I go, you've started, haven't you? And she goes, oh, yeah, I have. And I go, She just starts turning to dust. My specialist walks in. Oh, it's a little dusty in here. I don't know if that's good for the colonoscopy, but
it should be thicker.
Yeah. But so anyway, they start the anesthesia. I feel it immediately, and she's like, "Okay, turn on your side." So I turn on my side, but it's like my arm is there, so I don't quite know. I'm like trying to. Sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm like, I was trying to imitate me on my side, and I was like, and I think I said, "What do I do with my arm?" And so they cut it off. So then she started. Arm. You can feel the drugs. Dumbass! Call my daughter a cunt.
She loves it.
Anyway, yeah. So then I go under. Then I wake up a couple times and they're cutting my kidney out. Oh. But
you were in a bathtub of ice. Huh.
And I go, Tad Chili in here, huh, gents? British people in the Oregon market. Oi, bruv, that's supposed to be in here, innit? What's all this?
Right, what's all this then?
Don't take more teeth. So, anyway.
Are you stupid?
That's not where my asshole is, eh? That's where my liver is. Dude, that dude on TikTok that keeps saying, like, you don't eat a burger with your hands, you monkey. You eat it with a fork.
What?
I hate him. Someone was like, oh, don't make fun of him. He's wholesome. I'm like, British propaganda. Da da dun dun da da da.
Wait, I've never even heard of this guy, but what does he suggest you do with the burger?
Oh, I've made a video stitching him before. I can't remember what I did to make fun of him. It was offensive, apparently.
You smiled?
At least I have teeth, idiot. No, I'm kidding. I don't remember what I said. Babies drink wine out of bottles. Adults use a glass. Yeah. I don't remember what I said after that. I've made so many videos that don't go anywhere, apparently. What were we talking about? The colonoscopy, yeah. So anyway, I wake up, and thankfully, like, I didn't say anything, like, dumb. I don't know. But I think last time I was like, glad I didn't get a boner. Shut up. Daniel needs to get laid. Anyway. So it got done. And it took me way longer to, like, recuperate than normal. I think it was just because of the vertigo problem. Okay. But so I was laying there for, like, a long time. And, like, it was, like, I think it was a couple hours. And then I think it was like, okay, like, we'll sit you up, like, bit by bit. Like, every 10 minutes, they sat me up a little bit more. And then it was like, can you sit up? And then you sit up and lay back down, sit up and lay back down. And then it's like, okay, can you stand up? You stand up, sit back down. It's a long... It feels like it feels like you took what someone relearning to walk does and fast forwarded it to, like, 2 hours. Some cutscene in Forrest Gump. But
physical therapy on crack.
Yeah. So anyway, eventually I feel good enough, and they're like, I get the goldfish and apple juice, which tasted so damn good. I tell you what.
They're often touched. Sitting on the nurse.
There was somebody recovering in the one next to me. He was kind of being a dick. I don't think I wrote down what he said because I was out of it at the time. Can you record what that man says for my podcast? He's insane. Yeah. Oh. But then the doctor, like, once I was kind of, like, awake, he was, like, reviewing the results with me, and he was like, okay,
beautiful,
it's, like,
asshole.
Glistening. But he was like, so you're in remission, which is good. They took biopsies to see if there's any microscopic inflammation, so we'll see about that. But he was like, I think the anesthesiologist has a crush on you, and then walked away. And I was like, which one? The old shitbag or the TikTok model? I don't want either of them. But anyway, on the train ride back, there wasn't any, like, great story like last time. The dog story, I really enjoyed that. That was fucking funny. Anyway, but this time there was just two separate things. One was the AC broke on only one of the cars. They repaired it, like, while the train was running, but the electronic doors, like, open, and the wave of, like, heat and, like, smell from people in there hit me, and out loud on the silent-ass car train, I go, holy shit! And the people next to me saying that, like, started laughing, but I just like, sorry, probably shouldn't have said that out loud. And then when I sat down in the car, there was a dude on the phone behind me, and he was like, I just looked it up. I have $1.91 to my name. And I was like, oh. So then I kicked him in the nuts.
And I robbed him of that $1.91.
So then I pulled my gun out, and I asked him for $1.91. They may be able to trace me because we used Venmo. The police like, who's this Señor Pequeños? He stole all $1.91 from me. Yeah, every new app, every new thing now is like, ooh, subscriptions and, like, top fan stuff. Do you know how many emails I've gotten to, like, start a new app that's based on following subscriptions? Like, you have to pay to subscribe. I'm like, no one's gonna fucking do that because I'm not I mean, it's like you only do that for a few reasons. One is like, I don't know, you are like in professional sports, you are like The Rock,
we're just
or
guys.
you are like in the sex industry. So it's like, I am not in any of those. I am about to ready to go into the sex industry because I can't be The Rock.
Glistening asshole, dude.
Yeah, anyone want to see my glistening asshole? With no cancer for now. Subscription goes up when there's cancer in there. Yeah. So there's that. There's the subscription-based stuff going on. They'll remove you from the For You page if it's not 4K, I guess. I think it's so the favoritism on TikTok is crazy too, because they fill the For You page with other stuff. So it looks like everything's fine. And the people that are complaining like me can't be seen because the videos aren't going anywhere, right? But there is this guy that has like 8 million followers he was the guy that we started making fun of and roasting because he was like, that video that he made didn't get struck down. That is not only on the For You pages, that is not against community guidelines, apparently, where he starts off the video by saying, what did he say? He was like, gay people, hate them. Trans rights or something. No, I guess he's supposedly gay, and so I guess he was like, trans men, ugly, fat people, gross, and like all this stuff. And I thought it was like clickbait. I thought he was gonna be like, those are mean things you don't want to say to people, because those are videos that people make.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I kept watching that video and he was like, I fully believe those things. You were like,
Jesus, dude.
Whoa. Yeah, and that's fully okay. So I'm giving up on social media. I think I'm not even joking. I think I need to start putting more effort into like weekly YouTube videos if possible, or like bi-weekly or something, because I don't know what else to do at this point. 30 views on a video, I think I'm giving up. So
I think that's what discourages me from YouTube, because I don't want to put hours and hours into a video and then get like 10 views, 20 views.
Right, and that's why I haven't done that yet either. Well, and like
TikTok, you could just record a little thing and then
and the shorts views don't translate over. So like I have 24,000 subscribers on YouTube, all from shorts. And when I share like a TikTok compilation, like not saying that would be as exciting as me actually making a video, but that'll get like 80 views, 50 views. I'm like, dog, you're not putting me in the subscription feed. It's just crazy. So yeah, it discourages me from making anything, because I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So it's crazy. I don't know. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, there were some questions in there for you, Nick. I have not read any of them yet, and they may not be entertaining. This is on Instagram. There are 100 responses right now, which is actually not very many compared to what's usually... social media is killing me, dude. Snapchat is the most growing app I have. That's fucking insane. Wild.
Oh, speaking of, when I sent you your little poop video, I got so many ads from when you shouted me out. Sorry, that sounds very questionable. I just sent a video where I just said,
what the hell are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about? No. You were going into your colonoscopy. I sent Daniel a video that just said, when you poop, that moment when you poop. Just very lowbrow, not even funny. And Daniel saved it, shared it, and shouted me out. And people were adding me and going, hey man, did you know Pequeno just shouted you out? He's a pretty big creator. And I'm like,
that's so adorable. That is cute.
I work with him.
We have a podcast, you fucking moron.
I didn't say that. I wasn't mean about it, but...
Well, and half the time I don't at you on stuff in my story because I just figure everyone knows who you are. Apparently not.
I got so many... And then people like just feel the need to like explain why they added me. Like, I'm okay if you added me, that's fine. But they're like, hey, I added you from a mention. And I'm like... Okay, it's...
Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at my ads in a long time, so I forgot that you actually do that. I stopped a long time ago when that shit got fucking sketch.
Yeah, because I don't get, like, weird DMs from literal children.
Is your profile public?
Yeah, but I don't... Okay, the difference between you and I is I'm not sharing on, like, Spotlight. You are, so when people see on Spotlight and they just add you
should share on Spotlight. Although, like, again...
I really don't want kids.
What stinks... I thought you were just telling me I don't want kids ever. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. I don't care. But no, it really has been recent, this shift in the internet, like being harder to get my stuff out now with a larger audience. That's only recent, because I remember even not too long ago, like half a year, I was still fully on the train of like, yep, you're just consistent, you'll be fine, because that's always worked for me. With Spotlight specifically, I posted every day-ish to Spotlight, And like for a month, none of them got accepted. Like they have to get accepted on the Spotlight, which is weird anyway.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like if they don't get accepted on the Spotlight, it's only your followers that see them. Which maybe that's what you want. But anyway, so there was a month of that. And then after that, it was a month of they're accepted, but like they don't go anywhere, right? Maybe that was a month or two. I mean, Snapchat, it took forever for anything to gain traction. Now I have like videos with millions of views on Snapchat. Am I paid for any of them? Even though Snapchat advertises the fuck out of Spotlight by telling you you'll get paid if you upload videos to Spotlight? Nope. You know how they get out of paying people for that? Because the payment terms, I read the entire fucking contract thing that they have all the terms and conditions. If it gets those views in a certain period in the first 24 to 48 hours, conveniently, it takes 24 hours for your video to get on their For You page. So you can get 1 million views your first day, and it doesn't matter because you've already passed out of that time gap.
That's cute.
I think I looked up my total views on Snapchat, and it was something like, I don't know, 30 million or something. I've gotten paid $170 from them. Absolutely bad shit. So anyway, this is back to complaining. No one wants to hear this. I'm sorry. Back to the questions of asking you. The first one on here is favorite dictator.
Stalin.
Next one is Spider-Man? ?
Sure.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon and no games, or no bacon and no games? These are not good.
These are wonderful questions.
These are so funny, but oh my word. We can't actually answer these. Does she let you stack donuts on it?
Yeah.
No, but she lets me stack Fruit Loops on it. Small penis. Anyway, I didn't let you answer the question.
I said yeah.
Okay. Favorite dinosaur and why?
Velocipaster.
Favorite Tim Curry role?
Pennywise.
Are feet gross?
Very.
Will you consider maybe possibly hypothetically in some way kissing Daniel?
No.
That one got a lot of likes. Hey! There's that, I mean, it's an ongoing, it's not like this guy that made it was original or anything, but that joke of like, when you're with like your best friend or something and someone asks you like, oh, would you ever date them? And the other person's like, oh, ew, no! And you're like, they're like, they're so ugly, why would I ever do that? And you're like, oh. I get that a lot. Anyway. Least favorite pedophile.
All of them.
I was gonna say we're not ranking this. Oh, speaking of pedophiles, the whole the whole Victor Salva thing, the guy that directed Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah, he's a pedophile. I didn't know him by name. I just know him as the
convicted child rapist in the 80s, I think, and then went on to make Jeepers Creepers. Like it wasn't like he made the movies and then got canned. Oh, this fully happened after. And you want to know who bailed him out of prison for the child rape? This is something I just found out like last week. Francis Ford Coppola, director of Godfather and all that shit, bailed him out because, I'm paraphrasing, but it was, he brings so much good art to society, it would be a disgrace to have him in prison. Jeepers Creepers. The Jeepers Creepers guy.
If you've ever noticed, I collect nothing but like horror memorabilia. I do not have one piece of Jeepers Creepers anything. Nothing. No. I will not support that franchise, like, at all.
You know what's even crazier about this? This wasn't, like, a long time ago. He did, not someone else doing it past him. He did. He directed Jeepers Creepers 3 in 2017.
Yeah, I was going to say the most recent one.
Wild?
That came out,
so if you're listening to this...
I told people...
If you're listening to this, go on Letterboxd and rate it half star. That's what I did. Fuck him. Fuck him... to death. I don't know genuinely. Why we allow these people to live, honestly.
Oh, but his art's good. I don't care.
Yeah, well, that's the whole argument people have with, like, what is his name? Roman Polanski? The plumber does good plumbing, but he raped somebody, so kill him. What are you talking about? Stupid, dumbass motherfuckers.
I don't know people by their names. I just know them by their works of art. Refresh my memory. Who is Roman whatever?
Oh, he's the guy that directed... So, Chinatown with Jack Nicholson... Rush Hour 3? He directed Rush Hour 3. No way. No. I'm sorry. I have this sorted by actor. No wonder. I was like, these are awful. Okay, so Roman Polanski directed The Pianist, Rosemary's Baby. Forgot about that one.
Okay.
Yeah, Chinatown. In 1977, after a photo shoot, Polanski was arrested for the sexual abuse of a 13-year-old girl. He was charged with rape, but pleaded guilty to unlawful sex with a minor. Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
he could die.
That's. Oh, yeah. To avoid sentencing, Polanski fled to his home in London, then moved on to France the following day. He has had a U.S. arrest warrant outstanding since then and an international warrant since 2005. He's continued to make films such as The Pianist in 2002.
How did he make Rush Hour 3?
He was an actor in Rush Hour 3. He didn't direct
I was
yeah,
like,
I had it sorted by the wrong thing. I was like, there's no way the director of Rosemary's Baby directed Rush Hour 3, which is after the fucking...
What?
He really is rushing through the hour. I don't know. That's a bad pun. He came back to America for one scene in Rush Hour 3.
I have 10 minutes for a cameo and I got a dip, dude. Yeah,
in September 2009, Polanski was arrested by Swiss police at the request of U.S. authorities, where he traveled to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award at the film festival. So he still got the award?
Him?
In October 2009, U.S. requested his extradition. However, in 2010, the Swiss rejected that request and instead declared him a free man after releasing him from custody. So he just paid to get released in Switzerland
with Rush Hour 3 money. Sorry. It's not funny.
Yeah, he really rushed off to Switzerland. Yeah, okay. I don't know, anyway.
Stop.
Yikes. Yeah, I never knew the official stuff. I knew it was for kids
Rosemary's
stuff.
Baby. I didn't know about... I feel bad watching that now.
What an ugly motherfucker. Yeah, I think I didn't know when I originally rated that. I need to go back in there and...
Rate it half a star.
Yeah. No, because that doesesn't do anything. There's no point to that.
No.
Anyway, funny stuff. Halloween's obviously coming up. Are you doing any costumes this year? I don't know. Have you done costumes in past? I don't know if I've seen pictures of you in costumes.
Yeah, but I'm not the type to go to a store, and I haven't bought a costume since 2018. Let me put it that way. Everything else, I just reuse stuff I have. Yeah, no, the last costume I bought was an oversized slice of pizza. And that's the last thing I've ever bought.
A really smelly piece of pizza that's been reused since 1999.
God, does it smell? God, how do I even describe it? I guess it's just a goth person. You know, when you ever see those goth people that wear the long sleeve shirts? How do I describe goth
people?
No, but there's a certain look where they just have a long sleeve shirt and then another shirt over that, a short sleeve, and it's just...
You need to have an actual goth buy clothes for you and do your makeup, so it's eyeshadow, choke collar, jacket, fishnet stockings.
Makeup. I'm gonna put makeup on.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go all out, but I have to buy it first. I'm having trouble finding
I'm getting my nipples pierced.
Full commitment. I'm having trouble finding, those old shirts that just were so disgusting. It would have a skull or a skeleton with a gun. They use them
like the shirt that Sid wears in Toy Story.
No, not that simple. I mean a lifelike Grim Reaper holding a gun.
Oh, I love those. Yeah, those memes where it's memes? My pants.
So those images, they used to make those on shirts and they would sell them at Walmart. And I'm they probably still sell those. I used to see them last year. I
don't think so, Walmart. No.
I just checked and they're not there. And
they've gone fashion designer. This year I was invited to one thing, so I bought 2 costumes. And if you know that the math doesn't line up on that, you are correct. So I'm praying I get invited to something else.
Honestly, we should have dressed up for the... It's fine. It's late.
I love how that thought lasted approximately 1 second. You're hey, maybe we should go get dressed. No.
I'd say dirty.
We can do it after so that everyone's weirded out. Why are they doing this in November? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Jesse Pinkman.
Middle of December.
Yo.
Merry Christmas.
Happy thanks or whatever. Thanks, drugs. No, I got one for Jesse Pinkman, which turned out really good.
I was going to say that was your...
I went way... My
OCD gets... down the shirt, dude.
My OCD gets a hold of me. I went way too far on that outfit. No, not only did I get this t-shirt, I got the same jeans that he has, and I got the same shoes. And then I unwrapped it all. I'm wearing it, and I'm I didn't need to get shoes or pants for this. But it looks... I got baggy jeans specifically, and look at these shoes I got, dude. I don't even know what they say. They say something dorky. but they were cheap. They were $30 on Amazon. I was like, oh, I gotta have them. Day.
Nice.
Remove phrases and wording from Souls and replace with on some of the following Playboy phrases. What?
What?
Huh?
Who made this?
That's not a sentence. What else? I downloaded Hinge.
Oh?
Yeah, I love this month so much. Like the weather, the vibes, everything. Mm-hmm. And this year I'm like, I can't be single for Halloween. Like, so I'm like, I gotta download it. So,
dude,
we'll
get
see how
Bumble.
that goes. Maybe
Bumble
some interesting stories.
The women have to talk to you first. They have to make the first moves. It doesn't put the pressure on you. It puts the pressure on them.
Well, I guess I'm downloading Bumble.
I purposely, when I had Bumble, I made my
Hi, how are you?
Worst.
Sex. What? Oh, man. Whew.
A little taste of what's to come. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, I missed it. Damn. I'm getting rusty. The colonoscopy fiddled with my brain. You're like, come? I'm like, and?
Oh my god, he's mature.
Light work, no reaction. Light work, no reaction. Light work, no reaction. Hate those videos are original. You leave those on the For You page and not mine, you fucking asshole. Stick your cat out for the Rizzler. That bullshit. I feel so old. What the hell is that?
What the hell are you talking about?
What the hell is a Rizzler?
Do you know what Riz
What is a Rizzler?
No. Do you know what Riz is? Okay, so they're calling anyone with Riz the Rizzler.
Where did this paragraph come from, though, that people are reciting?
Isn't that a parody of the sticking out your tongue for the picture? Isn't that from that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a whole
is
other
that where
girl
that came
that made...
from?
I think so. There was a girl who just made like a very awful song, and then some girl stuck out her tongue and it went viral for whatever reason.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I saw it and I had kind of that old man panic when they see anything that like doesn't compute with them. Whoa, what? You know, that kind of shit. Their heart rate starts to rise. Oh, some more questions for me from this thing I put down my phone. Does it jiggle in jeans?
Yes.
Make a basketball team with fictional characters. Who are you choosing? The Space Jam aliens.
But no, you can't. That's a cop-out answer. Stop it. Michael Jordan from Space Jam.
Oh, Lola Bunny, the thick one.
Lola Bunny, but fan-drawn.
What they did to her.
Dude, when the new Space Jam came out, that was so disgusting. He's one of our Patreon members now. He's the one that was complaining.
LeBron James?
No. Mr. Cuck Titan. He was complaining about Lola Bunny not being sexy enough.
That's who that was at the time?
That's who that was.
Wow.
Are we surprised? No. Who would be good at basketball? I don't know, dude.
Tim Curry, Pennywise, the new Pennywise, Chainsaw Massacre, and actually not him, he's stupid.
But who's to say they'd be good at basketball?
Michael Myers is slow, but he's tall. He could play post.
But he'd knife the ball. Tall people. The Toys R Us draft.
Not the one from 2001 that's realistic. The
horrors of 9/11.
The horrors of 9/11 shook the cartoon out of the giraffe or whatever. I'm trying to actually... the monkeys from Planet of the Apes. That's my basketball team. They're not tall, but they will rip your fucking face off. And
also,
eat your
they
dick.
speak.
Right off.
No!
Rips the ref's face off and eats it.
What's the hardest you've jumped at anything? Do you have a movie that comes to mind where you're like, that one actually, like...
It Follows is one of my favorite, where she's in the hall and out of the black darkness behind her, the super tall guy stumbles up behind her.
Because, like, have you seen Sinister?
Oh, that one. Correct. That's it. That's the one. The one with the mower. Now, granted, it's loud.
You literally knew. There's so many jump scares, but that's the one that, like, genuinely... That's the hardest I've ever jumped ever.
I'll give it that one because, like, yes, the music's loud, but it wasn't because it was loud that I jumped. It was just like the sound effect that's in that jump, that's like a scream kind of in the background, dude, that got me. Yeah, that got me.
That's the hardest I've ever jumped at any movie. I've seen so many movies. That one I had to like... my heart was like pounding out of my chest after that happened, dude. I still remember that.
Oh, Insidious. I love the Insidious one with the lipstick demon behind his... They've never topped that in those movies. They've never topped it. Patron notes.
While you pull that up, I have to give a quick shout out. Okay, please don't DM me. Don't DM Daniel. Don't DM Lively asking for shout outs. If you want to get a little portion on the little Patreon, subscribe to the, This person sent me a nice little message, and they're the only person, this is the one and only time I'm going to do a shout out, and that's it.
Wait, did they ask for a shout out though, or did they just say something nice?
They just said something nice, and I just...
Okay, then that's fine. If they said something nice and asked for a shout out, I would say no. On principle, I don't shout out anyone that asks for it. If you want to send me something nice, go ahead, and if I feel like reading it, maybe I will. Stroke my ego, basically, is what I'm saying. Keep going.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out. I don't know how to say your last name, so I'm going to say Evan Statema, if it is. That sounds cooler, to be honest. You should change your name to that.
Statistics. Edwin Statistics. Boring name.
Dude, your name sucks, actually. Thank you. That's it. Here's your little shout out. Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh. Podcast note from Mega Big Ass Titan, who is now Star Trek Titan. They keep changing their names. Like ants, these guys. So I keep losing track of who's who. Podcast note, the hot dogs were 8 years old and the bologna I ate was 10 years old. They were in my freezer and we told them to work and I was so hungry, so I cooked up 3 for me and ate them. But then my dad looked at them when he was hungry and said they were no good. And I told him that's why they tasted weird. But on a side note, how's spooky season? And when will we see Nick's hole? Because everyone wants to see the hole of goodies.
Never.
This has been the 5th episode people have asked for a hole. So
for hole reveal, yeah. Hole reveal is not coming.
We don't have any, what do you fucking call it? Ads. So at this point, we may as well tease some hole on our Patreon.
$10,000, I'll reveal hole.
Let's make a tier for $10,000 and call it hole. Dude, I want to do it. That you have to be able to make a tier like that. Let's do it. The $10,000 tier hole tier. I don't know. That's hilarious. Mega Metalman's 420. My note is this: Part 2 of the dead body. Oh yeah, from last week. Great, that's fun.
Oh.
The police are looking for me. They're searching high and low, but not good enough. I'm heading towards Daniel's house, hoping to frame him for the 65 murders. I need to clean my slate, Daniel. If you see this. If you see the SWAT run, they will...
the SWAT...
Daniel, if you see the SWAT run, they will shoot you on sight. Thanks. I'm running from the police as we speak, taking up new identities as I go. Wish me luck. I'll update you next episode. Nice. This is a little like episode by episode, like choose your own adventure. Ooh, what do we choose next? Run into a lagoon. What happens now?
Then he dies.
Ho ho! Next note from Zen. Podcast note for 1020. In the past few weeks, I have seen an unbelievable amount of children smack into a glass door like birds. Children acting like small goblins raiding a village, only to leave all their prized loot scattered around the ground. The elderly acting like mad cows. Wrinkly ass, old ass, shitting in my diaper ass bitches staring to the void and asking of it. A hand strong enough to wipe their ass. Pretty normal for where I work, to be honest, so it's been pretty chill. I would like to thank Nick for the playlist he suggested, and I will probably be adding more of his playlist to my collection. I hope you all have a spooky Halloween filled with sweet treats, good and bad horror films, and memories to last. May the stinky trinity protect and guide us all. All bless the shitter, the farter, and the squeaky queefer. Fantastic.
God bless.
They boosted our Discord server, whatever that means.
You don't know what that is?
No, I'm old. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Just leave it at that.
I'm really appreciative. Their profile picture is really cool. It's like animated outside the borders of the circle and is like twitching. That or I'm insane. That or my meds wore off again. Next note from Lo. We got 2 notes from Lo because I accidentally left off last time. Podcast note. The most exciting thing about yesterday, So, 2 weeks ago, was a dog carrying a Jack-in-the-Box taco in the bag. Wait, what the hell? The most exciting thing about yesterday was a dog carrying a Jack-in-the-Box taco in the bag to a dry place while it was raining. What's a taco? What is this Mexican shit?
This is America.
Anyway, the dog was carrying a Jack... No. The dog was carrying a Jack-in-the-Box taco in the bag in a dry place while it was raining. Dropped it and picked it up to make the taco fall out and started to eat it with the taco shell. I wish I could have recorded it, but I'm not allowed to use my phone at work. But today was part 2 of old lady getting scared by me. It was any normal day when I see her walking into my store with a priest following her. Oh my gosh. I thought it was just a friend of hers, so I keep going on with business until she stopped me and yelled at the priest, "That's the demon, Father, get rid of it." Me and the priest looked at each other. He looked at the old bitch disappointed and walked away. The old lady looked at him, then me, which I did my same toothy grin to fuck with her, and she ran away screaming. I got a write-up from my boss for that, but it was worth it. Love the podcast, by the way.
What?
Holy shit. Is that real? Dude, can you imagine you're just working at like a dollar store cashier?
That's
I don't
the
know where they
demon,
work.
Father.
And an old woman comes in with a priest. That's the demon, Father. Send him out. And the father's like, this shit.
I just want a taco from my
This
dog.
bitch. Yeah. Podcast note. The FBI agent is on to us. At first, he was grasping for straws, but now he is ever so close to solving how we brainwash the listeners so they can re-listen to old episodes. I gotta stop him before it's too late. But how? I know what I have to do to save the podcast, and probably Daniel, if I have time. Next note from Rodney. Okay, so old people, am I right? Now, what if we did what they did in Soylent Green to old people? Look it up if you don't know. They can still be useful in one way or another. Just got to use your head and be creative. Like, put them in a room with that wretched woman, they'd probably be cursed and turned to dust out of pure proximity to her. All right, turntable Gouliadite.
God damn it.
And their profile logo is that abhorrent man from the Grubhub ad with Svengooli's hat and hair on him.
Jesus Christ.
So thanks for that. Nick was not happy with that. Nick thought that was like...
No. Ban him from the server.
Al Pacino and Bobby De Niro are engaging in the grand scheme of Pong, Celebrity Edition. In this distraughting version of Hottie Potty Potato, the octogenarian thespians will take their turns winging their sperm glands like a rag, resulting, as one may guess oh so fondly, in some condensation that will funnel its way naturally inside a vaginal cavern. Stop it. Get some help. To volley the game back to the fellow Italian coitus caper, the cavern has to belong to a promising 20s to 70s person who has access to a cavernal abyss. And hark, a child will be conceived as a result. I'm having
It's read as like a Bible quote. Hark.
Hark. This is the Book of Mormon, by the way, for anyone that's curious. This may take days per volley, as De Niro and Al Pacino's spermium can take many days to trickle.
Al Pacino.
Oh, he's describing how Al Pacino's how they're all having kids, these old people.
Yes.
Now I understand. This may take days per volley, as De Niro and Al Pacino's spermium can take many days to trickle. The filthy losing Italian is identified when the sperm waiting window breaches the 7-day waiting period. The successor must assassinate the accomplished comedian Sinbad with a crossbow and cornucopia. Either or. As everyone adores a good Sinbad every now and again, this will assure high society and science to keep progressing so neither wins, and thus no net loss of not one Sinbad. You have a question?
No, I have more of a comment. I have not heard one single person bring up Sinbad. Ever.
We also benefit when Martin Sicario makes a documentary of the mighty praying mantis or some shit to honor the immortality. I'm afraid David Attenborough may not be around in some capacity by the next episode.
Oh?
The whole note didn't make any sense until that last line. That is a threat against David Attenborough.
I hope he's okay.
His life. I hope he's okay. That's all the notes. That's all that I can see. I swear to God, that's all I can see. I'm going to stop recording this before I pass out.
Okay.